Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome. Today I'm here with my Orcust deck profile. This deck is so amazing. Now, you folks know how I'm not really big on links, I'm not really a big fan of it. This is an exception. This deck is so fun. I just love the way it plays. It's so controlled, and once you get the right field and the right pace, you can pretty much steamroll over your opponent, which is so good. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my card choices and all that good stuff. So starting off with the monster lineup, of course, I'm going to pretty much go over the Orcust monsters really quickly. I've got triple harp horror, the triple Orcust symbol skeleton, and of course the double brass bombard. Unfortunately, I am missing the third copy, so if you folks want to play a third copy, go right ahead. So basically, what these do is you can banish them off their own effects, and they do something depending on which one you banish. So brass, if you banish him, you can basically banish him from the graveyard, and of course special summon an Orcust monster from your hand. Again, they need to be in the graveyard to get their effects off really well. And of course skeleton, if he banishes himself, you can pretty much revive something from the grave, and horror brings out something from the deck. Really good card. So that's going to round up the Orcust lineup. They are very important. They are key enablers. You need to be able to bring out your Orcust link monsters. Very important. So for the other engines, of course, I do play the World Legacies. The Crown, just to stun special summon monsters, which is really good. And one just to help you, recur back your banished Orcust monsters. And of course, he can special summon a World Legacy monster from your hand, but that doesn't come up very often, unfortunately. But it's still good nonetheless. And of course, I've got the triple Armageddon Knight. This card is insane. You need to play 3 of it. This card just works so well with the Orcust deck. Like Armageddon Knight, you must play 3. No 2, no 1, 3. Very important to play. And of course, rounding up the rest of the monsters, for my hand traps, I played 2 Ghost Ogres and double effect Veilers. This is just a budget option. If you folks have money, you can go ahead and take these out and play some Ash Blossoms instead. Hand traps are very important to play in this deck because of how the deck plays. It's very controlled, so you need to stun your opponent a bit so you can maintain the pace. You don't want to play in your opponent's pace. Otherwise, the deck is just going to crumble. So that's going to round up the whole monster lineup, folks. Okay, for the spells, pretty standard. Triple Allure of Darkness, again, just to banish, the Orcust monsters. Plus, you can recur them back with the Link monsters, and of course through other means. And of course, the triple Orchestrated Return. This card is really good. It's basically it's a trade-in, so you can send a World Legacy or an Orcust monster from your hand or field, and you draw 2 cards. Pretty nice. Double Orchestrated Babel. I was contemplating just to play the 1. Like it can revive itself. I feel 2 is kind of pushing it, but just 2 it's okay. I mean, it's decent. Being able to apply the quick effect to your Orcust monsters is really good. Double Ensats, again, it's like a Bujin Yamato during your opponent's turn. If they're normal or special summon, you get to take a Orcust monster you can from your hand or deck, send it to the graveyard or banish it. Really good. Again, sets you up for next turn. Double Twin Twister, just to dump the Orcust monsters. Double World Legacy Succession, really good. I do apologise. There's supposed to be 2 Call by the Graves, but I can't find my second one for the life of me. Yeah, 2 Call by the Grave, so just imagine there's 2. 1 Limiter Removal. They're all machines. Why not? 1 Reinforcement, basically the 4th Armageddon Knight. 1 Terraforming to search the field spell. 1 Foolish Burial, Soul Charge because it's busted, 1 for 1, and of course the Regeki. And our only trap, we just play the one Orchestrated Core. I felt traps were just really bad to play. The Orchestrated Attack it's an okay card, but you know, in the format we're in, it's just not necessary. It's too slow. This Core is just really good. It protects your Orcust monsters, so Core is just more resourceful than the other trap. So yes, that's going to round up the whole main deck. Okay, for the extra deck, I do play the triple Galatea. I do like the 3 of. 2 is a fine number, but because of how the deck plays, it's very controlled. You can get away with playing the 3rd copy, and plus she sets up your Orcust spells and traps really good. I do play the triple Longritsu. I will cut this down to 2 because I feel the 3rd one is just so bricky. It's just a bricky extra deck monster. It's like, you know, by the time you've made the 1st Longritsu or the 2nd one, you should have won by now. You should have been in a really good situation. So I feel the 3rd one is just not really necessary. But it's a really good card. Send something and spin back your Orcust monsters so you can keep doing stuff. Double Orchestration. This card is amazing. It's a skill drain when you for link monsters on your opponent's side of the field by shuffling back your orchestrated stuff. Really good, and he's 3k. Who can say no to that? And with limiter removal, it's disgusting. And of course, he can't be destroyed by battle card effects, which is really nice. I do play a mini Nightmare Engine. I play the 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus. I don't have the Unicorn because I'm too broke. I spent a lot of money building this deck. But yes, you can play the Unicorn. That is an option. For my bigger links, the Topologic Bomber, this card is so good. Works well with Longritsu. There's a little there's a little play you can do, a little combo to pretty much gain the advantage. 1 Yugioh. I probably might just take this out for the other Topologic Bomber. I feel this is kind of inferior because you can make better boards. You don't have to really let Yugioh carry you, but it is an option nonetheless. And of course I got the 1 Borolo Dragon, and of course the Wee Witch just for the cheeky attack buff, which is really good. And of course for my final extra deck monster, I do play the 1 Minerva. I play her because she just excavates stuff. I don't really make her very often. I think I made her once because I had 2 horrors on field, but just the whole aspect of excavating the Orcust monsters is just really good. So yes folks, that's going to pretty much round up the whole main deck, extra deck, and the whole profile. So thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below. Feedback is always nice to hear. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. Definitely down to hear what you folks think. But yes folks, this is the Creative Duelist signing out. Peace, see you next time everyone.